What up, Screen Fiends? I'm GB, and you're tuned in to Screen Headz TV, where we're going to discuss all the most interesting things on your TV and movie screens. Now, in this video, it's my first video, my first YouTube video ever. So, in this video, I just wanted to introduce myself, get you guys acquainted with me, the channel, and just explain a little bit about myself, why I'm doing this, and what we can hopefully expect from the channel. So first, a little bit of background on me and my history with movies and TV. I grew up, whether I was by myself or with my friends, addicted to movies and television. It's all we talked about. I can't say it's all we did, but whatever we were doing, there was always a movie in a plan. We were going out to clubs, bars, parties. We'd always do a movie first. Or if it was an early night, maybe we'd catch a movie afterwards. But either way, movies was always a part of it. TV didn't really become a strong part of my life till my late teens. When I was a child, it was mostly about cartoons and sitcoms. But as I got older, TV started to attach itself to me. So before I get into the TV thing, movies, I grew up in the 80s and the 90s. So, I mean, you talk about classic cinema, classic movies. I was there for it all. I saw most of it in the movie theater. And I was watching, Caddyshack and Spaceballs and Predator and Aliens and etc., etc., etc. Way before I probably should have been watching these movies. But, whether I understood them all or not at that age is beyond the point. The point is I watched those movies at a very early age. I've been watching these movies since I was 4, 5, 6 years old. So I think I have a pretty good understanding and grasp of good and bad cinema and what it takes to make good and bad cinema. Meaning, the writing, the directing, the performances, all that stuff that goes around it. So now movies have played such a big part of my life that I can actually pull upon various memories from all throughout my life through movies. I'll just give you one example. Star Wars. When I was a child, I grew up with the original trilogy, 4, 5, 6, and I watched them my whole life. I mean, I couldn't tell you how many times I've seen the original trilogy, more than the rest, because I've been watching it since since I have memories. So I can pull upon all sorts of things from my childhood through those movies. From watching those movies, memories will come back into my head. And then going in, finishing my teen years, 18, 19, the prequels were coming out. And I can pull from my early adulthood, 18 to 25, 26, through memories of the prequel trilogy. I mean, even probably beyond that, because I was watching them. A lot of people didn't like them. I loved them. I've seen them many times. Maybe not as many times as the original trilogy, but still, I've seen them quite a bit of times. And then now I'm a father. I have children. And now I can take my children to see the new trilogy, which I've already started to do. My kids have seen Rogue One and Force Awakens, and they both enjoy them. My kids are cinephiles just like me, totally addicted to movies and TV. That wasn't by design. I didn't mean for it to turn out that way, but I guess because of my extreme love for it, I passed it on to them, and I'm not upset about it. It's something that they love, something we can share together. So Star Wars is a perfect example of how I can retrace my life through these movies, and I will be able to continue to do so because we still have 2 more in this trilogy, plus whatever else, other spin-offs and whatnot they're doing, that I'm sure my children will go to see. Even if they don't want to see, they'll go to see them because they know Daddy loves them. And I sit through movies that I don't want to sit through all the time. So, I mean, that's me in movies, man. I can movies will take me through my life, and I can tell you story upon story of my life through movies. And maybe I'll do that one day in another video. As far as TV goes, like I said, I didn't really start getting into the TV thing until Sopranos, Wire, Oz, the HBO stuff. And then I don't really do network, ABC, NBC, CBS. I don't really do those types of shows. And then I fell in love with Lost. I found Lost when it was in season 2 and fell in love with it. Got hooked. And I'm sorry, not season 2. It was the end of season 3. I got hooked on Lost. And then I decided to give network TV a try, and I absolutely hate it. That's another video for another time. But movies, I'm open to anything. This is my point. I'm open to anything. I will give anything a try. When it comes to TV shows, I'm a little snobbish and a little closed-minded because I've had bad experiences with the network shows. So really, I only stick to FX, AMC, and the cable networks, pretty much. But of course, if you guys have any suggestions on any shows you'd like me to review, talk about, or even you just want me to sit down and watch, I'm always open to give something a try. But I do warn you, I'm extremely honest when it comes to my opinion, and I try not to sugarcoat, even though I'm biased for certain things, Marvel, Star Wars. I give a little more leniency to certain franchises and subject matter, of course, but we all do. We're all biased in some way, especially when it comes to our entertainment. So that's a little bit about me and movies. I know I mentioned my kids a little bit and how they're absolutely hooked on movies as well, and that kind of brings me into why I'm doing this. My son, who's 8 years old, he's big into the YouTube thing. And he came to me around Christmas time, this past Christmas, and tells me he wants to make YouTube videos. So I start looking into it for him. That's, just who I am. Oh, you want to do it? All right, let's look into it. So I start looking into it, and it interests me. And I start watching other videos of other people who review things that I like and talk about things that I like. And I'm watching these videos saying, I can do that too. And it's something that I would enjoy doing. It's something that I truly love. So, in setting up my son with his YouTube thing, which he's getting it underway as well, I said, you know what? I'm going to do it myself too. And it could be another thing that me and him share. Another thing we can do together and bond over. So, it's really the inspiration I got from a few people I watched. I'll even show a few shout outs. Trev over at Trev's Chan 2 and Ronnie Hayes at Make a Path. These are two guys that inspired me to say, these guys are knowledgeable. They know what they're talking about. They know the subject matter. They're people persons. So I feel like I could contribute to this conversation, to this YouTube world. And I think I have maybe a slight bit of a different take on certain things. So that's where that goes. And that's why I said, you know what, I'm going to do it too. So thank you, Ronnie and Trev, and thank you, Josiah, that's my son, for, inspiring me to do this. So hopefully my channel can start some good dialogue, some good conversations, make some new friends, and start a whole family going on. What I really want to do is start the Screen Fiend family. A Screen Fiend, a fiend, period, is somebody who goes out and actively seeks something. They think about it all day long. Many times it's in reference to drugs, but it doesn't always have to be. So all I do is think about, talk about movies. It's what I take in all the time. It's what I'm always craving. So I'm a screen fiend. I'm a fiend for the screen. I love it. Movies, TV, big or small, doesn't matter. So, and I know there's many of you that are the same way. So what I would like to do is start the Screen Fiend family. So of course, if you like the video, you like the channel, what I'm talking about, you want to hear more, see more, you want to become part of this thing I'm trying to do, then please subscribe. I know I'm going to sound like everybody else on YouTube, but you got to do what you got to do, You want to get your face and your name and the channel out there so more people watch it. So please like, subscribe, hit the comments, even if you don't like what you see. Dislike, give me a bad comment. Constructive criticism is always welcome over here. So, once again, my name is Glenn. My son said, oh, you shouldn't use Glenn. You should come up with something cooler. So all my friends call me G. So figure GB, it's my initials. That's easy to remember. So, I consider all you guys that are going to watch this and hopefully subscribe and link up with me, friends. So since my friends call me GB, you should call me GB. And hopefully we can really get some good dialogue going. Now, this is my first video, so please excuse me if I was repetitive, rambled on, whatever. But I'm really excited to do this. So please join the fam. Show me love down below in any form you please, or all forms, however you want to do it. And I got some more videos I'm going to post. We're probably only going to start with some Walking Dead stuff in the beginning. As you can see, I'm a huge Walking Dead fan. It's one of the many shows that I truly, truly love and can talk about all day long. So if you want to join the discussion, come on back next time. First video is done in the hole. I feel good about it. Please give me all the feedback possible, good, bad, or ugly. All right. So I'm GB again. This is Screen Headz TV. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you next time.